That here in the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, we are here in Castle Volkahari in, I guess the secret courtyard would be the appropriate term for it. Serana and I are trying to locate her mother, Valericia? I'm not sure how you say her name. The mom might have one of the Elder Scrolls, and right now here in the courtyard of Castle Volkahari, we have discovered a hidden entrance under her mom's old moon dial. You've heard of a sundial? Well, these vampires are fancy like that. They've got themselves a moon dial. I'm not really sure what they do with their moon dial. I assume they, track the phases of the moon, but they're not werewolves. Like, what exactly is the value? No idea. Like, I'm very confused by the whole thing. So, away we go. You ready, Serana?
Oh, what is it?
Okay, she's ready.
My mother was sneakier than I thought. I wonder what she's hiding.
Well, she locked you away with an Elder Scroll for 1,000 million billion years, so she's pretty sneaky. Into the Volkahari ruins here. Whoa, boy. We're in them now. Coin purse. 52 gold. Lovely. 24 gold. We're rich. Not even close. Activate pole chain. Did it work? She's just been down here haunting the place. I'm like so worried she's gonna be hungry.
I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around.
Probably some hungry vampires. Best guess? Man, they are messy though. Like, it just keeps hitting me like, look at all these cobwebs. Like, how do you live like this? And just bones. They just throw them in the corner. All these nice barrels. Who's here? Oh, nope, nope, nope.
We're getting close. Who's there?
I think we just blasted Serana. This is like an exact little replica of the Volkahari castle up top, which is kind of spooky, right? Like, this is the same setup, this little like table and banquet hall. I'm really confused by like these areas of absolute like ruin. Like, clearly no one has been here for a very long time. Followed by like zones of like, well, it looks like fresh kills. Maybe the blood just does not fade here at, Castle, Volkahar. Maybe it does, but just not sure. I'm not really sure why.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Okay, thanks. I'm not really sure why we're seeing this. Oh gosh, there's probably more of these. Oh boy. All right, probably more spiders. What is that? Gargoyle Sentinel. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, someone left these booby traps and left like a guardian here, right? Serana walked right into them. Wow, is this castle huge? I can hear something around here. No, no, no.
That'll teach you.
There's another one somewhere. There's another one somewhere. We're gonna come up the steps and it's gonna be like Papa Volkahari and he's gonna be like, what are you guys doing here? I knew your mom was here the whole time. We seriously don't get along. Oh. Nope. Nope. Don't like.
Where'd you come from?
Don't like it all. Don't even kind of like. Okay, well, that was horrible. There's another something over here. Ah!
Where'd you come from?
I don't know, Serana. You gonna jump me, Mr. Gargoyle? No. Not till my back is turned. All right, fine. I feel like there's another enemy
close.
around here.
I'm sure of it.
Close to what? Yeah, this is just like her dad's chambers, right? He had this like little sneaky kind of upstairs zone behind his like entrance. Okay, Serana just like hard shoved me through that door. Iron boots of strength, 89 gold. Oh boy. All right. This is kind of the moment here. You think she's here? I mean, we've really come a long way to like not find Mama Vamps hanging out, sleeping it off. Look at that. Like, we're just getting absolutely blasted through these zones. I can hear all spooky bones in here.
That'll teach you.
Yeah, I wish Serana would stop, like, bumping me. The physics are just busted. Yeah, Mr. Volkahari really just smashed this whole place apart, huh? Alright, well, Mama Volkahari? Oh gosh, why are there so many of these dudes, huh?
You knew I heard something.
I cannot remember what the book series was, but I read a book series that had, like, vampires, right? And, or maybe I listened to it, and here's the thing, when you're doing books and they're audiobooks or they're ebooks, you no longer see the author, right? Like a tangible book, you pick that sucker up, and every time you pick it up, you get to see...
Who's
there we
there?
go. You get to see the author's name, right?
You knew I heard something.
You get to see the cover of the book, but like once you go into like ebooks and audiobooks, come on, wake up. There we go. Serana behind you.
That'll teach you.
Oh my goodness. Once you go to audiobooks and ebooks, you no longer pick up a tangible item, and every time you pick it up, like, see the author's name, and, you know, see the cover title and all that jazz. Should we pull it again? Pull it again. Oh, there it is. There's a door over here. And because of that, I really struggle with audiobooks and, oh, goodness!
Who's there?
They have the high ground!
That'll
I really struggle with remembering, like, who wrote what. You know what I mean? So, there's a... Oh, goodness. Come on. Go back to sleep. You could have just kept sleeping. Is that where we came from? I think so. And yeah, I read a book series that, like, the way the vampires had, like, one main enemy in it, okay? It was an urban fantasy. And that enemy could find, like, where their little vampire hideouts were, because that enemy could, like, track the ghost or the bodies, right? Like, when something died, it left a ghost behind or something. And because of that, their, like, main enemy was just someone who could find them, basically, right? Gosh, the physics are just absolutely busted. I don't know why they are, but they are.
I'm sure of it.
Okay. She said that a couple of times now. Who's down here? Come on. What is this? Ebony battle axe of garnering? Somebody's getting garnered. How do we open this? Serana, this has gone on for far too long. Oh, there we go. There's a chain pull.
Where'd you come from?
And all these skeletons maybe kind of make sense if they were, you know, victims, right? Serana's like, no, we're getting close. Are we, Serana? Oh, man.
Where'd you come from?
He's just camping the corner, woman. He's camping the corner. Ah! He's got the high ground. These boys are up here just blast. Oh my goodness. Serana, you have led us into like a horrible place in your home.
And done.
Your family home is kind of rough. I regret joining the vampires immensely. Mostly because I thought like they had good things for us in regard to like as a mage, but like we keep opening the doors and the physics is like whipping us through. There's something just not right with Skyrim's current most recent update, which does not bring me joy, Skyrim. Seriously though, so many bodies here make sense. Like these skeletons coming back to like haunt the place. Because darn, these vampires are hungry. I mean, the amount of people they've eaten is more than like the population of several of the cities and villages. I just got pushed hard into this room. Oh my goodness, is that every door we've opened? I'm not sure it's like super obvious. Whoops, let go of that. Let go. What am I doing? Like these are super ominously placed. I know they're kind of hard to see, but there's like one in the ceiling here, one in the ceiling there, whole bunch on the ground, dragon head above the door. All right, well, nobody jumped us right away. Well, maybe we're all friends here. Oh gosh, we're not all friends here. We're not all friends here. Serana, help! Serana, do something! Ah!
Who's there?
We are going to get killed by something because we are not wearing good armor. We have on like the... Ah!
Who's there?
We have on like the Archmage's robes for the magicka regeneration, and like as a vampire we have magicka regeneration, but clearly it just does not matter. You want to wake up too? I don't like how they're like complete...
I bet there's some kind of secret passage around here.
A secret passage, really, Serana? I don't like how they're they're completely stone and then they become alive, right? That doesn't seem fair. What do we have here? Vampire rural armor. Oh, thank you. And vampire boots. You know what? Maybe we'll put those on. Are those any good? Items. I mean, they're not enchanted, but at least they're boots. We're not walking around in our just flappy feet. Alright, let's see how they look. That's fine. We can't mess with that. We're gonna have to get to like something that isn't the Dawn Guard. Alright, there's something going on here. Wake up. That guy's going to wake up when I figure out the secret here. I don't know if you can see it, but like right there, there's like a little breeze. We're looking for a chain, maybe. I just can't see anything in here.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
I'm so glad you're sure of it, Serana. It's just so dark in here. What damaged me, huh? Turn candlestick.
Gave it to my mother. Always smarter than I gave her credit for.
I'm like so convinced that guy's gonna jump us. Okay, we got a new quest marker. We might actually be getting close. Hello. Like we've genuinely gone like behind the castle, under the castle, through multiple secret doors. And Harkin like just like threw down some walls to block this zone off. Have we not been here before? Is this not Harkin's room? I feel like we've been here before. Serana?
Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this.
She's got a journal. What's in the journal? It says Harkin's, this is the mom's journal talking about the dad. Harkin, that's him. Short-sightedness has become a problem. I've warned him time and time again his foolish prophecy would cast far too much light on our people, the vampires. Oh no. 28th. It says, I've had a breakthrough. I was able to attune the portal vessel to the soul cairn. What? Oh wait, go back. Okay, to sustain the portal, all she needs is her blood and ground bone meal, purified void salts, and soul gem shards. She's going into the soul cairn? She had plans to put Serana in Dim Hollow Crypt to slow down Harkin. So she had these plans all along. That's weird.
She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing?
Serana, I think we're in a bad place. We should leave.
I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something.
Serana, we should leave. We should not be in here, woman.
Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
Serana, she's in the Soul Cairn. No, Serana, no. We're gonna get sucked into this Soul Cairn thing.
You found her journal.
Woman!
Let me take a look at it.
Hear my words! It's a Soul Cairn! This can't be good!
I only know what she told me.
What did she tell you?
She had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn.
Oh, goodness! Why?
The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return.
I don't want to go there.
My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn
No,
itself.
Serana, she succeeded. She's there.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal.
Oh, please,
If
no.
I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn.
Oh, goodness. No.
A handful of soul gem shards.
Don't say
some
it.
finely ground bone meal.
Oh,
a good bit
gosh.
of purified void salts. Oh, damn it.
What? What's wrong? Beyond everything? I'm panicking!
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we
Your
wouldn't
blood
even
is
be
her
trying to
blood.
do
My
this
blood
in the
is your
first
blood.
place.
We're all blood relatives. What the heck? We all share blood. Come on. That's literally our thing as vampires. We share some blood. What's going on?
Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome.
What?
Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
Let's not get started.
Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
Oh, gosh. Please, no. Okay, well, she wants us to get ourselves just killed dead and sent to, like, an elven dagger. I can't see anything in here. I don't know why it is so dark. Obviously, like, vampires can see in the dark. I can't. Gotta tell ya, I can't see in the dark. Mercy. Alright, what is this? A Daedra heart, purple mountain flowers, bear claw, a bee. She's got a bee, some bear claws, spider egg. I'm just gonna take all this stuff. I've got no idea if any of this is what we need or important. I was kind of hoping it would, like, check mark it off as we went. I just cannot believe we're actually doing this. This seems like the wrong thing to... I just went up to the book because it was red and shiny. Like, look at these, like, old dusty books, right? And then one red shiny book right there. Next thing you know, we're gonna get sucked into some soul cairn. We're never gonna escape. We're gonna die a horrible death in there. I think I've actually pledged my soul to, like, quite a few entities. So, they're gonna have to fight it out. I'm not gonna, you know, make that decision for them. Okay, we've gathered a bunch of these things. I'm not even reading what they are. We're just grabbing them. Hopefully they're what we need here.
Having trouble finding those ingredients?
Yep, incredible trouble. Why? Why do you ask? Are we turning back? Are we not going? Is the mission off? Mission, don't go into this horrible... Oh my goodness, this place is stacked up with stuff. Oh, we still need to bring fire salts to Balamond. I hope his war effort's going okay without all the, the fire salts he apparently needed. I feel a little bad about that. And by a little bad, I wish I was home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. I don't know why we're doing this, Serana. Why is your mother so important? I know your dad's prophecy needs a thingy-majingy, but like... Completed, gather, place the ingredients in the vessel. Okay.
Put the
Serana,
ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready.
Serana, my regrets are immeasurable. Did your mother keep any gargoyles in here?
Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking.
What was I
She just found
thinking?
them fascinating.
What was I thinking? I guess we'll never know what I was thinking, but magical constructs. What kind of terrible thing would she be doing with them? She couldn't eat them. Maybe she liked to ride them. Tell me about the Soul Cairn.
The Soul Cairn is a tiny sliver of oblivion, the realm of the Daedra. It's ruled by unseen beings known as the Ideal Masters.
Let's not go there. Why did your mother care about this place?
Honestly, I don't know. Necromancers are always interested in souls, though, so that probably has some kind of interest.
I guess. What are these, air quotes, ideal masters?
Nobody really knows.
Awesome.
As far as I've heard, no one's seen them and returned to Tamriel to tell about it.
Why do we think they exist then?
I've read stories. Stories about fools that manage to communicate with them.
Whoa.
You give the Ideal Masters souls, they give you powers to summon the undead. It's all very businesslike.
I see. What about these fools? Are we the fools?
Because most of the stories end with the Ideal Masters duping the Necromancers, who end up dead or wishing they were dead.
Oh, goodness. Please no. Yeah, your mother's lab here is extensive.
I had no idea her laboratory even existed.
Oh, gosh.
She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here.
What exactly did she research, huh?
Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy.
Okay. To what end?
I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy.
Let's get all of the ingredients into the vessel.
Oh, Serana, I don't want to do this. Okay, we put everything in
The
there.
rest is up to me.
What are you gonna
Are
do?
you ready to go?
No.
I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when
Serana, I'm not ready.
Then the rest is up to me.
Okay.
Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Probably blow our brains out our ears or something. Quick question.
Of course. What is it?
What are we gonna do if we find your mom? Like, what's the plan here exactly?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle.
You're supposed to
She
know.
was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
What did you guys do to Dad? What? What did I miss? Sounds like she did. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know.
Neither do I.
Classic.
She always seemed happy before we heard the prophecy. Then it all changed. She became a different person. They both did.
I guess we won't know until we find her.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then?
I thought we were like best friends at this point. I mean, we have been through a lot together. We saved you from essentially imprisonment for literally thousands of years. We reunited you with your father. We showed you around Skyrim and how it's changed in a land that in some ways was completely unknown to you, but also, you know, completely foreign, but also being completely familiar. You know, like, we've been through a lot together. We've almost died, we've cried, we've been kidnapped. Let's get that portal open, Saran. No, it's not.
All right, here goes.
Oh, I am against this. I do not like this. Oh, she bites herself? Oh.
By the blood of my ancestors.
Oh.
Created a portal with a soul king.
Oh,
Incredible.
goodness. Just a little too incredible. Oh, Serana, please say no. Just say no. Just...
Incredible. Simply incredible.
Yeah, it's quite impressive.
Simply incredible.
I guess we're going in. Chasing echoes. She wants us to go in there. This is such a terrible idea. Well, on one hand, we are the Archmage of... Oh, goodness. We are the Archmage of Skyrim's Wizarding College. So, we know a thing or two about magic. We've been through some Elder Scrolls stuff. Literally kind of stole a priest to read it for us. Vampire stuff. We are master of the Thieves Guild, so I think we've got it going on there as well. We've been invited to become an assassin in the Assassin's Guild, so like maybe this does actually make sense for us to journey into here, into the Soul Cairn with Serana the Vampire Princess. Like, who else would, could, or should, you know, be in this position? I mean, it's kind of an odd place to be, but if not us, then who? I mean, we are the Dovahkiin. We are the dragon Born's soul reborn. Depending on when you're watching this, I've got a YouTube short that talks about, you know, is Alduin fated to lose? You know, is Akatosh, the dragon god, actually just pretty much guaranteed to make sure that no matter what happens, like, we were fated to slay him so that Alduin's soul would return to Akatosh so he could come and eat the world and move things forward. Like we are like the hero of legend in such a major way that the odds of us, you know, dying here or being trapped here are so small. We've pledged our soul to a couple of people. I think the Balls guy, the Molak Balls guy, and of course the Nocturnal, and probably a few other, you know, sugar mamas were tied up with at this point. We're going in. I just don't like this, though. I don't want to be here. I do not want to be here.
What kind of place is this?
Evil. Wow, right into the Castle Volkihar. There it is. Big black.
You'd think a vampire would be right at home in this place.
No, I don't.
You'd be wrong.
This place is for the
Just
dead.
find my mother and get out of here quickly.
Great idea.
I can't imagine choosing to come here. My mother must have been terrified.
Or crazy. You know anything about this place you haven't said?
Just what my mother told me. I've also studied a little bit on my own, but there's not much.
You don't say.
When something is trapped in a soul gem, and then the energy is used for powering an enchantment, the remnants are sent here.
Any soul gem?
Well, I think it's specifically the black ones. I don't know if the soul cairn takes just any leftovers. Look at this place. Do you think anything would want to live here?
That doesn't mean they don't.
The only things that can survive here are the ideal masters, the undead, and the souls themselves. Well, if you want to call that living.
Nasty. What are the odds we meet the ideal master?
I don't think anyone's ever met the ideal masters. I'm not even sure anyone knows what they look like.
So we're gonna meet one, you're telling me?
They could be underground, flying above us. They might be the ground. I have no idea.
Okay, that's a little fifth dimension for me. Why are they collecting these souls? She doesn't know anything. Why are we asking her questions?
Lots of theories. Some say they feed on them like I feed on blood. Others think they use them as payment to an even higher power, almost like a currency. A very strange currency. Whatever they're doing with them, they've been harvesting for millennia. No telling how many souls are trapped here.
Or how dangerous.
Look around you. There are some extremely powerful undead here.
Wait, what?
Even a necromancer as seasoned as my mother would be willing to spend years trying to gain access to them.
Okay, then.
Exactly. It's a lost art. Most necromancers just raise up whatever bodies are nearby. A simple trick, really. Child's play.
Oh, right. Child's play, of course.
But bringing something from the soul cairn gives you something much more powerful.
Really? How so?
That's usually the trick. It's possible to do it through a simple portal. But to finalize the deal, you have to travel here yourself. And most of them never come back.
Are you sure your mom has an Elder Scroll?
No, but there's no way she would have left it in Tamriel. She wanted to get it as far away from my father as possible. I can't imagine a better place.
Makes sense. What if she doesn't have it with her?
Then we find out where she hid it. If she's still alive. Well, as alive as she was before. Or is now. Or... you know what I mean.
Yeah. I guess she could hide the scroll in the soul cairn and then just come back and then we get stuck here. That'd be
Probably
silly.
to avoid whatever my father would do to her if he could get his hands on her. Or maybe her plan was to come back, but she was stuck here. We won't know until we find her.
What if we get stuck? Oh my goodness. I am like... oh gosh. We should not be here. Let's not start blasting. Maybe, Soul Husk. We got 2 Soul Husk. What's up, guy?
Must stay away from the keepers. Must stay away from the keepers.
Okay, stay away from the keepers. No keepers for you. Ah! I don't like that thing. What's this guy got going on? What's up, guy? Soul?
This is no place for you.
I agree.
The clouds, the sky, it's all wrong. Everything's wrong.
Great. Everything's wrong. We shouldn't be here. There's no place like home. What's in here? How do we open this thing? Hey, what do you know, guy?
That sky, it feels like I'm being watched. Can't stand it anymore.
Maybe you are being watched. What's in here? How do we get in here? What is this? Alright, let's just run it. There's a quest marker, so we're just hustling for it. I'm not really sure what it goes to, but we're going. Seeing as most of these souls just complain and say nothing of value, like the sky's wrong. Of course it is. This whole place is messed up. Oh, it's a lot bigger than I thought. Oh boy, we are going to get lost. Not only that, but there's like... we're heading northeast. Sure, we're heading northeast. That's a heading. Here we go. Northeast we go. Like, what the heck? We're gonna get so lost. Excuse me? Go. Look at these bones, though. Whoa. Alright, let's go, let's go. Northeast, we're heading northeast. Where's that lightning coming from? Why is there lightning here? I hope Serana's keeping up. Her mom made like a spooky house here after leaving her spooky house. Seriously though, the vampires like kind of make me upset. Like thousands of years and they couldn't like... Just like, if you're not gonna clean up yourself, like thrall yourself a serving maid, right? Or whoever, just to give it a little something. Hello? There's an invisible wall here. Why is there an invisible wall here? Serana, we can't get through the wall.
Mother!
Maker. It can't be. Serana?
It can
Is it really
be.
you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to complete the prophecy our way, not his.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So
All right.
how has it come to pass that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter?
Poor life choices.
I find your choice of words quite interesting, considering that Serana is in far more danger now than she was following my foolish plan. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
She woke up kind of confused.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
I don't get it. What do you mean?
When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls.
She's a
The
thief.
scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
So how does Serana fit in?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal.
Okay.
Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
Tell me about Cold Harbor.
It's what some call the domain of Molig Bal, his place in oblivion.
Serana underwent this ritual Willingly?
It was expected of her, just as it was expected of me. Being selected as an offering to Molag Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared turn her back on that.
Why does it require Serana's blood? Why not your blood?
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
So, does Harkon know he needs to kill her?
If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
But does he know about that?
And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter?
I'll need your help.
Have you been listening to me? Like Serana, I'm a pure-blooded vampire. My presence on Tamriel is as much of a danger as hers.
So, what does Serana... Does Serana know?
You care nothing for Serana, or
she's
our
right there.
plight. You see the tyranny of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path.
I don't know that's true.
Serana? This stranger may call himself a vampire, but he knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to him?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up
She
everything I
dares.
cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me.
Okay.
For Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
Where's the Elder Scroll?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
How so?
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins.
Okay.
At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here.
Oh, goodness.
Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
I guess we'll be back.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
If I leave here, do I come back here? Like, is this a place I can come and go from?
As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it.
That's probably bad.
Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it.
Ew.
And in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer.
Oh. How did you become imprisoned here? Is this all self-imposed? Really?
When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place. I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they craved. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here.
Curious. They tricked you.
The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins.
So you're trapped.
Unfortunately, yes.
So we're doing you a big
Since
favor.
the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that
She's
I'd
been in
never
there
be able
thousands
to
of
reach.
years. Awesome.
Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game, each watching the other to see which will give in.
Oh my goodness. Tell me about the Ideal Masters.
I know very little about them.
Seriously?
They're mystic entities that lord over the soul cairn, controlling every aspect from its fabric to its appearance.
What do they look like?
Well, some necromancers believe they are the crystalline structures dotting the soul cairn. I believe there's more to it than that.
How so?
I think they transcend what we perceive as a physical form.
Interesting.
Perhaps they were once corporeal beings, but they've obviously reached a point where they no longer require a tangible presence.
Tell me about the crystals.
Conduits, through which the Ideal Masters speak to their underlings and feed on their victims.
What do they require sustenance for? Like, why are they eating?
The Ideal Masters' weakness is their insatiable hunger for pure souls. It's the reason for the soul cairn's existence, and the only leverage a necromancer has when bargaining with them.
Interesting. What do the Masters provide in return?
The ability to summon powerful undead guardians, as one would conjure an Atronak or Daedra. However, the majority of necromancers that are foolish enough to enter into a bargain with the Ideal Masters wind up here as harvested souls.
What do you think about the prophecy?
Harkon's vision is a world plunged in eternal darkness, where the vampire can flourish and never again fear the tyranny of the sun. What he fails to realize is how much attention would be called to our kind if the prophecy came to fruition.
Tell me about this attention.
If eternal night fell, there are many who wouldn't stand for it. They would raise armies in attempts to return things to normal. The order of the day would be our destruction, until every last vampire was hunted down and eliminated.
So you prefer to live in the shadows?
I do. It's how the vampire has survived for millennia, and the only way we can continue to survive in the future.
Interesting, she says the vampire, like she isn't one.
Be careful, and keep my daughters safe.
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison.
What do you feel about, like, what's going through your head, Serana?
Relieved, I think.
Oh, good.
All those things had been building for a while. You have no idea how long I wanted to say that to her. Look, I loved my father, but when he found that prophecy, that became his life. Everything else, even me and my mother, we just became clutter.
Oh, that's tough.
I was close with my mother, but she just kept feeding me her opinions of him, and eventually I started believing them. The moment we gave ourselves to Molik Bal, things got really icy between them.
Really?
They were both drunk with power, and pulling in different directions. And then he found that prophecy, and that was it.
Interesting. And you kind of got caught in the middle, huh?
I was. Honestly, it took me up until now to figure out that my mother was really just as bad as he was. He was obsessed with power. She was obsessed with seeing him fail. It was just so toxic. Maybe I could have seen this coming. We could all be better off now.
It is hard to hate on Serana, isn't it? You shouldn't blame yourself.
You don't know what it's like, coming from a family like that. Everything eventually tumbles down to you. Anyway, we should keep moving.
You gotta wonder what the
The
family
sooner we
of
get out of this place, the better.
Molak Bal worshippers really thought about the whole ritual to become a vampire or whatever, right? We cannot jump. I was like, what the heck? So there's some kind of spooky dooky spell here we should be able just to blast. And I guess fight a dragon. Whoop! I feel like we're falling off the edge of the map here. This place is kind of the worst. No horse, just me and my feet running around. Hello? We're looking for a... Did I miss it? What is this? Search chest? Okay, thanks. What's up, guy?
Why can't I just die?
I don't know,
I
man.
fear I'm cursed to walk this.
Hello?
Did you know I visited elsewhere once? What a strange and wondrous place.
Yeah, I don't know. Is this it? Oh, okay, maybe that's it? You think we just blow it up, or...
Who's there?
I don't know,
I knew
Serana.
I heard something.
She's fighting something. She's fighting something. Okay. Hey, leave me alone. What is that? Stop that. What is this thing? It's trying to drain us. Stop that. Search the chest. Some moon sugar. Actually gotta take these books. Do we shoot it again? Our health is actually very low. Oh, goodness! I thought we'd get there and, like, shoot our, like, magic balls at the magic crystal, blow it up, move it on. Oh, no, not in the Soul Cairn. Nothing good happens in the Soul Cairn. Everyone here is super sad at the Soul Cairn. I'm not really sure why the whole Cold Harbor thing, they've been really, like, hesitant's kind of the wrong word, but, like, cagey about it. Serana's like, you don't know what I had to... Hey, who threw that? Was really kind of, like, cagey, right? She didn't really want to go into, like, what she did. Who's throwing that? So we're gonna take whatever's in here again. A little different actually that time. We're gonna take that as well, and then we're gonna run because it is draining our life. So let's check the quest log. Maybe there's something here. Kill the Boneyard Keepers. So there's some kind of keeper of this place. That's a Miss Man. I mean, this thing has no health bar. Hello? That's a Miss Man? Who's the keeper? Like, I feel like his Miss Men are just wild mobs. Like, they're not actually something. How do we kill the keeper? Where is Serana? Yeah, we've got 3 more to go. I don't even know how that's possible. Search Soul Embers. Yeah, I feel like we clobbered this guy already. Where's the keeper? There's nothing to interact with here. What is this? It says we need to kill the keeper. It shows right where we are. Right? Are we missing something? What is this? Harvest soul fissure? Souls harvested. Nasty. That's gonna upset somebody, isn't it? Maybe it's more this way. Hello? Or is there a soul keeper around here? Alright, here's something. Hello? Ah! What is this? Am I dead? What was that? What are we doing here? What is this place and why is it? Oh. Like, we can't talk or interact with anyone, which is just... Ah. Oh boy. 1 out of 3 and stay dead. A dragon bone bow. How cool is that? Valued at 2,000. Another black soul gem. So I guess we like have to get back down. Oh my goodness. This is not going to end well. So there's 2 more of those to go. Of course there is. Alright, we'll go and I guess clobber those next 2 keepers in the furthest corners of the zone. Who designed this quest? Ubisoft? Oh man. We're in the soul car. How do we get down without dying? Serana? Any suggestions here? I mean, fast travel is not a thing as far as I know. Maybe we just have to jump. I'll do it. I'll jump. Don't think I won't. I'll jump right off this building. Unless this is a portal again. Oh boy. It's a bit of a portal. Okay. Well. Is there a map of this place? No. We're just in the skies of the Soul Cairn. South. Oh. Stop the lightning bolts, please.